Okay, this is my first ever video review. This time being with this one being the new Muppet Show. My thoughts on it. Well, I will say this: it is not as bad as some people are making it out to be. It's a Muppet Show meant for a new audience. Basically, this episode, I'm just gonna run down the summary. It is set in modern times. Kermit has broken up with Miss Piggy. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard about this. It was on Twitter, it was on Facebook, it was on the news. I He's got a new girlfriend named Denise. I think a hotter looking version of Miss Piggy. Hope that does not come up wrong. Um, they're in charge of a new kind of show, this time with a late night talk show with Miss Piggy as the host. And this new episode, Kermit goes behind Piggy's back to get a guess that she walked up, in this case being Elizabeth Banks. At first it seems because she kind of botched up her audition for the Hunger Games, which Miss Piggy thought it was just a game involving people being hungry, and she just wanted food. I'm guessing that you didn't understand that. But it actually turns to be much sadder, and I won't spoil it, because if you want to see it, you're welcome to see it. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Fozzie is in a relationship with a girl that he met online, and her parents aren't really all that fond, aren't really all that open. Okay, the mom's a little open, the dad's not open that much, because, well, I don't blame him, because Fozzie's a talking bear. And, there, yeah, it's a different Muppets. It's meant for a much more adult audience. It's not really meant for kids. I mean, kids can watch it. It's a family show. It's not meant for kids, and especially it's a show made for people who grew up with the Muppets, and people have grown up. This is a new grown-up Muppets. There's still some really good jokes. There's one really funny scene where they're at a meeting and Kermit's trying to get everyone's attention. They're not listening. But when Professor Bunsenberg gets their attention by tasing Beaker to the point of him collapsing, Kermit's like, "Is that safe?" And Bunsenberg's like, "Of course. I'm wearing protective gloves." Also, they're still the same Muppets. They are the Muppets we grew up with. They're still in character. It's just that we now see Miss Piggy from a new point of view from Kermit, because he used to date her. Now that he's broken up, he sees her as a bit of a lunatic, as he calls it, a lunatic. Yeah, she's still pushy. She's still self-obsessed. And yeah, it's not going on character. It's still Miss Piggy. That's Miss Piggy entirely. It's just now Kermit and her are no longer dating. It's a little bit. There's some scenes of them obviously getting punched around, like in this case, Scooter by Miss Elizabeth Banks, because he's trying to keep her away from Piggy for a little bit, and Fozzie gets punched by Big Mean Carl because he called her, he insulted him like Miss Piggy called him a big furry waste of time, something along those lines. I don't know. I might watch it again, but it's sort of like Modern Family meets the Muppets. They have this sort of full mockumentary style. There's not a lot of music. It's they have this little interview. Oh, there's also a scene that kind of makes fun of that. With Gonzo saying that the little interview part where he's like, "I hate these kind of interviews. They're just a gimmick." It cuts back and saying, "I love those gimmicks." That is so Gonzo. That is just really funny. There are a lot of really funny scenes. And for the first episode in a new series, well, I kind of see potential in it. It's a good foot in the door. They're still the same Muppets that we know and love, just more grown up. And it just It's, well, it's different. It's meant for people who grew up with the Muppets. And the Muppets, they weren't all that totally child friendly to begin with. There's some parts that they could go risque. There was a Jim Henson sketch on SNL where they focused on adultery called Land of Gorge. You might want to watch Vaulting's review on that if it's still up on the that fellow in a coat.com. If you want to look at that, I might post a link if it's still up. If it's not, I don't know. But I'll just say that that show showed it pretty much showed that Jim Henson was capable of mature stuff. It was still Muppets to an extent, but well, if you're seeing glare in this, that's kind of because my window is curtain. My window is shining through. But anyway, for the first time, the Muppets first screen, the Muppets return to TV. Well, it's interesting. It's a funny show. I hope to see more of it, and I hope to see and maybe it may suck in later on, but maybe it won't. I'll just again cautiously optimistic because the first episode you like or hated. I personally liked it. If you want to post your opinions, if you want to say what you thought of it, comment section below, and see you next time.